This video will show how Outlook can be used with custom stationery and standard content. We can create an email that contains a bit more pizzazz that we use for special occasions by creating personal stationery. To create personal stationery, start by creating a new email and getting it all formatted just the way you'd like. I'm going to remove my signature information and I'll change the background to a color that looks nice. To change the background, select the Options ribbon tab. I'll change the colors to be a nice violet color scheme, and then I'll change the page color to a color that will be complementary. I can insert an image, in this case just a logo, by changing to the Insert ribbon tab, choosing Pictures, browsing my file system for a logo, clicking the Insert button, and it will get brought into the email. It's a little big, so I can resize it by dragging on the outside corner and dragging inwards to make it smaller. Now my stationery is all set up just the way I want. I need to save it in a special place with a special file extension, and I do that by clicking File on the top left-hand side and choosing Save As. Now I'll click my mouse inside the location bar, and I need to find the App Data folder for Microsoft Stationery. Once I've selected this location, I can give my personal stationery a name and then click inside the Save As Type drop-down arrow and choose HTML. Finally, I can choose Save. Once my message is saved, I can discard the message by closing it because I don't need it anymore. So I'll click No on Saving Changes. When I'm ready to create a new message with my stationery, from the Home ribbon tab next to the New Email, I can click New Items and choose Email Message Using More Stationery. I'll get a pre-set up list of lots of different stationery types that I can choose with my email. If I scroll down, I'll find the stationery that was just created. I'll select it, click OK, and now I can type my formal email. A great aspect of Outlook is the ability to reuse text instantly. If you find yourself always sending out the same type of responses, you can create something called quick parts in which all the content and formatting is already there, and you can easily insert it into your email. To get started creating a quick part, you first need to get all of your text set up just the way you want. What I will be using is a canned response. I can get the content all set up, I can continue to edit the text, I can highlight it, I can change all of my formatting, it can be whatever color I want, it can also include tables and pictures. When I'm done, I can click and drag with my mouse to select everything, and then I'm going to change to the Insert tab and select Quick Parts. Choose Save Selection to Quick Part Gallery. I need to give it a name, and I'll call this one Press Inquiry. The gallery needs to be Quick Parts, and in Options, I need to decide how I want to insert it. It can insert the content only, and it will leave the cursor right at the end of it. I can choose to insert the content in its own paragraph, in which it will be its own paragraph directly underneath wherever the cursor was, and will also start the cursor on a new line. Or it can insert the content into its own page. I like inserting it into its own paragraph, so I'll select that, and then I'll click OK. Now that I'm done with the formatting, I can close out of the email because I don't need it anymore. I'll select No to discard the draft. Now let's see it in action. Here's an email with a press inquiry. I'm going to hit Reply, and from here I'll change to the Insert ribbon tab, select Quick Parts, and I'll choose my press inquiry quick part. As soon as I click on it, it inserts it into the email, and I can click the Send button. That was much easier than having to retype it all the time. I'm going to close out of this, and let's go back and look at our quick parts. To edit and delete a quick part, click New Email, change to the Insert tab, place the cursor in the body of the email, and select Quick Parts. From here, I can right-click on my quick part and select Organize and Delete. I can see my quick part. If I want to remove it entirely, I can highlight it from the view, select Delete, I'll click Yes, I'm really sure, and then I can close out of it. I can create many quick parts for as many times as I find myself typing the same thing over and over again. For further training on Outlook, you are encouraged to watch the other videos in this Introduction to Outlook series.